Hey, what's up, guys? Gonna take a quick look here at Algorand. Ticker for this is Algo, and currently on a weekly time frame. A couple of things before I get into it. The market's starting to heat up now, so if you want to get notified when I release new videos, make sure you're subscribed and make sure that you have the notification bell on. Because if you do, you're going to be one of the first people to see the videos as I drop them, right? And maybe I'm going to see a breakout or a breakdown, or want to get something to you quick. It's definitely helpful to have that alert bell on. Also, if you want a place to trade Algorand and pretty much any of the other coins I talk about on this channel, the links to 3 exchanges are in the pinned comment and the description. And through those links, if you sign up, you're going to get a bonus. All right, so Algorand. Obviously, recently the market had a bit of a crash. Actually, I wouldn't even call it a crash. Everyone's freaking out. It's just a pullback, right? So I've had these levels marked on this chart for quite a while. Now, just to recap where we are here, we had this huge run up to the upside, and then we had a full retrace all the way back down to the starting point at around 9 cents, right? So every time I talk about Algorand, I use this as an example to show you why it's so important to take profits. When you have that feeling of euphoria, when you're in the middle of the bull market, make sure you're scaling out of your positions because it's very hard to call the exact top. And a drop like this, if you're holding all the way down, is very, very painful, right? So if you've experienced this drop, I don't have to tell you again, but if you're new to the game, make sure you're scaling out of your positions because these markets are incredibly volatile. And don't get FOMO, right? Like if you sell at a good profit and it keeps going up, don't stress. You're going to have another opportunity to buy it back, likely for cheaper prices if you just wait. Okay, so this retracement, or this pretty much crash here, took the form of a falling wedge, which, believe it or not, is actually bullish. And right around here, as we were breaking out, I was making videos telling you it's probably a good time to get in. And I had these targets marked, okay? So this first level here hardly gave us any trouble. If I go to a smaller time frame, you're going to see a little bit of resistance, not too much. Now, this level here was a little bit more significant at around 0.1647, and I have this based on the low of these candle bodies right here. So definitely mark this on your chart because it's very relevant, particularly regarding where we are right now. So just take a horizontal trend line and just paste it right at the low of these candle bodies here. Now, as you see, as we broke through it, we didn't get much resistance from it, but oftentimes when that happens, the price will come back and retest the level, the breakout level, okay? And that's pretty much what we're seeing right now, okay? So the level of support to pay attention to, again, it's slightly over 16 cents, so 0.1645, I would say. And we're quite a bit extended from it right now, but if the price does end up pulling back, buying off this level with a stop loss slightly below is a pretty good entry in my opinion. Now, because we recently broke out of a multi-year falling wedge pattern, I'm prioritizing long positions, right? So I'm a little bit more apprehensive to take short positions. Instead, what I'm doing at these levels of resistance is I'm just taking profits from my entries, and then if we pull back, then I'm hoping to reaccumulate and then just ride the next wave up. Now, I would say that we're currently in a bull market for most of the coins. However, on this one, even though we have broken out of this long-term resistance level, technically we're not in an uptrend just yet. I would like to see this level break here at around 27 cents. That's going to be the big test for me. And this is where I thought the price was heading. However, we came a little bit short, right? We only made it to about 25 cents, so a couple cents off, which is why it's good to kind of front run your targets a little bit. And where we got rejected here was actually based on the top of these candle bodies right here. You see here the price traded above it briefly, but by the time the candle closed, again, I'm on a weekly time frame, sellers came in, sold off, and the candle bodies closed back below. We got a couple rejection candles right here, and then ultimately we came back down to retest the broken level of resistance. Now, this is a good sign right now. This is 2 consecutive weeks where the price came down to retest it, and it's holding, and we are getting some good momentum to the upside off of it this time. So I'll change the time frame once again, and here you can see basically this looks like a little bit of a bullish engulfing. Now this candle has not closed yet, but this looks quite bullish, right? And if this candle were to close as it is, I would anticipate more moves to the upside in the days and weeks to come. Okay, so zooming back out, this is your local support level. If the price comes back down, that offers a good opportunity to enter longs off of it, again around 16.5 cents. And if we push back up, obviously your first level of resistance is going to be this rejection point right here at around 20, I'd say around 23 up to 25 cents. But ultimately, I think if we do push back up and make it to this level once again, I think it's likely going to break. And I would look to this level right here at around 27.5 cents. And I would expect that a decent amount of selling pressure comes in right here. Now you see here that I have this box drawn here. So the start of the box again is around 27.5 cents. And the top of it, the top of this range, I'm pretty sure it's based on the Fibonacci retracement. So let me just double check that. If I take a fib, run it from the top down to the bottom here. And yeah, this is going to be the 3A2 Fibonacci retracement level. And that's on the logarithmic. If I switch the chart and take off the logarithmic, the 3A2 is all the way up here at over $1. But personally, I like trading log scale. And my fibs are based on a log scale as well, and I find that a lot of traders seem to be looking at these levels. So yeah, that's just my preference. Okay, so that 382 Fibonacci retracement level, potential resistance is going to be around 33 cents. So if you want, you can kind of replicate this. You could just draw the range. That's going to be from 27.5 cents up to 33 cents. Okay, so next levels beyond that, I should mention just because I have the fib drawn here, and I mentioned this in the other videos, but I'll just do it again quickly. The 50% Fibonacci retracement level comes in at 50 cents, so that's easy to remember. And I think this might be the breakout target based on this falling wedge. Let me measure that. So just roughly, I'll measure the widest part of the wedge here, and I'll just project it from the breakout point. It's not, it's kind of sloppy there. But yeah, this takes us right up here to the 50% retracement levels. So the fact that that is the projected breakout target for this pattern gives us a little bit more confluence at this 50 cent level. Now, if I look left, you'll see that this 50% retracement and this 50 cent level also lines up with the rejection point right here. So we do have confluence based on the price as well. Not only that, actually, this was the support right here, resistance right here. So a lot of people are going to be looking at this 50 cent level on Algorand. So keep that in mind. If you are in a long position and the price heads up to this level, you're likely going to get a sell-off, right? Okay, so those are the near-term levels. I'll remove this, and actually, I'm going to take a look at the Algo Bitcoin chart. Okay, here it is. I mean, it's been bleeding out pretty badly against Bitcoin, and we have this descending channel. So the price is just within this lower level of support, this upper level of resistance. So keep that in mind. If you watch this and the price comes up to this resistance level, then there might be a bit of a sell-off and it might lose value against Bitcoin. However, if we're able to break out of this downsloping level of resistance, then that's when I would anticipate Algorand to have a really serious run, okay? So definitely, I would suggest drawing this channel on your Algo Bitcoin pairing and just keeping an eye on it every now and then. But more often than not, I do like to trade the USDT pair. So let's switch it back to that. And yeah, nothing too out of the ordinary here. This is just a healthy pullback after a good move to the upside, to be expected. I thought we were going to make it up to the 27 cent level at least, but we came a couple cents short. However, when I look left here, it makes sense why we got rejected, right? So 16.5 cents is going to be your local level of support, and your levels of resistance to the upside are going to be around 23.5 cents, 27 cents, and then all the way up here at 33 cents. Then beyond that, as I mentioned, this 50 cent level has just a lot of confluence, right? So pay attention to that. Definitely mark that on your chart. And yeah, I know it's frustrating because, while it looks quite insignificant on the chart, we were up here around 27 cents and we came all the way back down to 16 cents. That's a huge drop. Let's measure that out. So that's a 36% drop. So even in the bull market, you're going to get these painful retracements, but it's important to just remain level-headed and zoom out to the weekly time frame instead of panicking and just look. Structurally, this pullback makes perfect sense, right? Very rarely are you just going to rocket to the upside without having these retracements. And if you do, that's actually unhealthy, right? So this gradual stair-stepping motion actually puts in structure on the chart. It's good for the chart, and it's healthier long term. Okay, so if we're able to break out of this resistance zone when we come to the 50, then don't be surprised if we put in another retrace back down to maybe the 33 level, right? It's just how the markets move. So I see people on like Reddit and Twitter and they're panicking. What's going on with Algo or whatever? Guys, just zoom out. It's just part of the process. All right, hopefully you found that helpful. If you did, smash the like button. And once again, if you're not subscribed and you want to get notified when I drop new videos, click subscribe, click the bell, click on all. And if you want to trade Algo and you want to get some really good sign-up bonuses, then check the links in the pinned comment and description. All right, guys, take care. Have a good day. Bye.